guys, it's Krista from Covering the Bases and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am a fashion blogger, fashion, lifestyle, travel, whatever blogger over at coveringbases.com, and once a week I have decided to film a weekly video and post it on the YouTubes. Also, if you don't know, I'm really weird. So what I'm gonna do today, I guess I should put a disclaimer at the front of this. I'm not a beauty guru, a beauty anything in any way. I actually don't even wear makeup during the week. I am a no makeup kind of girl, but I love putting on makeup and I have so much of it and I just buy it all the time because I'm just like, oh, it's just so much fun. And I wear it like literally once a week on weekends when I'm filming, when I'm doing blog stuff. But that's whatever. So here I am, yay, woo! What we're gonna talk about today is the new Sharp, I always call it that, the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. We're gonna do the matte and the hydrating. Actually, the hydrating is on this side and the matte is on this side. We're gonna review it, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So if you wanna see more and you think I'm cool enough to keep watching, then just keep watching. Tarte launched these and had a really horrible range of color shades and it just wasn't inclusive. It's definitely not something I've ever had to deal with, but I can't even imagine, you know, being so excited about makeup and then just not even having close to my color. I'm glad they're looking to correct it, but I'm also like sad that they went about it in the way they did. So we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison. This side is gonna be the hydrating foundation and this side is gonna be the matte foundation. I also bought their Artiste looking style brush. I've actually never had a brush like this before, so I'm excited to try it out. So we just washed and cleaned our face. Now I'm just gonna put on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I use this especially on days when I feel extra dry. Just kind of rubbing this in to the extra dry points on my face, which is really like my T-zone. We're going to start with the hydrating side first. So it has the same applicator as the Shape Tape, and actually the same applicator as the Clinique 2-in-1 Perfecting, which is one of my very favorite foundations. It has a nice consistency. This is actually the first time I'm using this kind of brush. I like it because how easy it is to just like literally one swipe and you're good to go. Actually, the color is not that bad. And then on this side, we're gonna do the matte. It definitely is like a different consistency. So this color looks totally different than this color. I got the same colors. I'm wearing the Fair Light Neutral in both. I really like this brush. Obviously, I can't compare it to the Artiste brush, but this feels pretty good. This side is definitely thicker. It's kind of showing more imperfections down here, and it is obviously more full coverage. You can still kind of see, you know, little dots of redness in here, but over here it really is taken care of. It just kind of looks more texturized, and I think that's just because my skin is pretty dry right now. I mean, it's the middle of winter, so that's not helping anybody. So I think it's like a little bit of give and take where, you know, this side is more full coverage but more drying, obviously, because it's more matte. And this side is hydrating, but it's not as full coverage. I wonder if we do a second coat, if that will help. I don't really like full coverage foundations in the first place. I think this actually would be pretty good for me as like a one base coat, but I just want to kind of build it up to the same coverage as the other side. Okay, so the coverage, definitely buildable. Now I feel like it's the same coverage on both sides. So I am finding this side creases easier. So what we're going to do now is we're gonna test it out with the Tarte Shape Tape Under Eye Concealer. This is in the color Light. And with this, I really don't like to use a lot because it is very thick and full coverage. So I usually try and like wipe off the top of it. I don't like to use that much as I like cover my face in it. I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Complexion Progression brush. So this is like a good blend in brush. So this kind of helps with it all over, and then this is good for the inner corner. And the reason I'm using a brush over a sponge is just because none of my sponges are wet right now. And I'm lazy and I don't want to get up to go wet them. I really like obviously how the Shape Tape applied on both sides. I still think this side is like super drying and it's kind of showing more fine lines and wrinkles, more than I would like, obviously. And this side is showing less, but definitely is creasing a little more. Overall, I definitely like this side better. Also, I actually got the Shape Tape eye primer to test this out as well. It's just kind of like a little crayon. Put that over the lid. I still haven't found an eye-based primer that I'm like obsessed with, so I'm really down to try whatever. I like this because it goes on super creamy. I don't know obviously if it stays for a long time or not, but the MAC Paint Pot was just like really drying for me and I just didn't like it. So we're gonna test it out with my Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. This is in the color Jean. I'm loving this eyeshadow just because it's very, very creamy and hydrating. It goes on very moussey, which I'm a fan of. So I'm not gonna do like full face today, but I am just going to kind of do the bare minimum. So to set my face, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better C-Seam Airbrush Perfecting Powder in the color Light, and I'm gonna grab my Eco Tools full powder brush and just kind of pick this up. We're definitely not gonna set our under eyes today, just because with the Shape Tape, because it is so thick and matte, it makes it look a little bit more thick on my under eyes, especially right now because I am so dry. I don't want to draw any extra attention, so we'll just kind of like put this in place of it. And I'm really, really loving this powder because it really just kind of like blurs out your pores. I use the Nars Blush Duo and tap into both and just kind of pounce. And then for bronzer, I'm going to use the mineral bronzer from Peter Thomas Roth. I realized I used this in one of my last videos, and it's like so old they don't even sell it anymore, so sorry. For the brows, we're just going to add a Guinea Brow. And I just like this when you don't actually want to do your full eyebrows, but you just want to add a little bit of color. And for eyelashes, we're just going to put on a small little smidge of mascara. This is the YSL The Shock. So when I'm doing just like a really natural face makeup, I really only focus on the outer edges of my eyelashes, just because I feel like that looks most natural while also kind of lifting your eyes up. So that's about it for what I'm going to do today. Looking up close, the matte foundation I like a lot more now that I like put the powder and the makeup over it. You could definitely tell there's like a more dewy finish because it is hydrating, but this I actually don't hate as much as I did when I first put it on. It doesn't look as dry. So it's definitely good, I think, for more like long wear. And I would definitely like add a highlight over here just to kind of pop, but just because we're kind of testing out the foundation just itself, I didn't want to put on too much makeup over it because I kind of want to see how it fared on its own. So I would definitely do this side more for like if I'm filming or if I'm shooting or something more long wear, and just add my own natural highlights so I kind of give myself a hydrating look. This side is definitely something I would wear more every day as part of my makeup routine, just like going out with friends or anything like that. The eye primer, I mean, my eyeshadow is still creasing. I crease all the time and I don't know how to fix it. See that? So I think out of everything, my favorite thing was actually this brush. For the primer, I'm gonna have to keep using it just because there's nothing super special to me about it as of right now, just because my stuff was creasing. I don't like that. But I definitely, oh, this is not the foundation. This is not the primer. They all look the same. As for the two foundations, I'll put it on the side, I put it on my face. I liked both of them. I think I'm gonna actually keep them both because I was going to return the one I didn't like. At first I was like, I definitely don't like the matte one, but now looking at it, I actually kind of do. But this one I'm definitely going to use because it's more my speed. I'm interested to compare the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation to the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This is what I kind of mentioned earlier, how they are very similar in applicator. So there's this one and then there's this. I mean, they're like basically the same thing. So I'm really interested to see how the two of them compare. But until then, thanks so much for watching. So I think that's gonna be it for me today. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna do the once a week thing, and maybe it's about fashion, maybe it's about makeup, maybe it's about something completely different, but just kind of stick around and see. We're gonna kind of figure this out together. So I hope to see you again soon, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.